Hello, Empaths. Welcome back to this channel. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings, so much light, fellow warriors, stunning, beautiful souls, you energetically sensitive beings who use your light to serve the highest good, to honor God, Creator, Source, to support the collective, to heal the earth, to be a blessing, to be part of the solution in the face of so many problems. Blessings to you. Peace be with you. Thank you for joining. I have a message for us, and it's lovely. It has to do with the universal life force, the one energy. So many different names throughout time and history, so many different rituals and ceremonies celebrating the one energy, the one force. It's so beautiful. And I'm calling it universal life force. You may call it God, you may call it nature, you may call it creation, universe, love, beauty, space. So many names, heart, space. You might be creative and call it serenity. I don't know. There's so many names. But that one universal life force, it's like a current that connects us, and it actually gives us direct connection to all that is divine, all that is above, all that is beyond this physical form. Universal life force. It's our energy signature, our light cord. It's an invisible cord of light that connects us to the divine above, the divine below. It anchors us on our planet. And it's a beautiful, the light cord is so interesting because it's what activates life force in you. But when you meditate, when you pray, when you are in your divine ritual or ceremony, whatever that looks like for you, your light cord is actually activated and receiving more light and receiving more energy from the divine. And it's a beautiful space when you're in ritual, ceremony, prayer, whatever that looks like for you, because it's different for all of us. Just know that in those moments, your ancestors and your angels and the divine, beautiful higher beings that exist in the highest realms of pure love and light with God, Source, Creator, they are aware of you very much when you are in connection with them, and they are very much sending love and light, projecting love and light to your light cord, which is your life force, your energy. So you're never alone. You are constantly receiving reboots, resets, recalibrations, energy shots, if you will. You're constantly being infused with light by the divine and all of those beautiful divine beings that exist in the highest realms and love you and honor you and have volunteered. It's their great joy and pleasure to keep you safe, guarded, protected, and infused with light while you're here doing beautiful spirit work in a human way, in a human form, as God's emissary, ambassador, as a way shower, as an empath of light. So, dear ones, there is one divine life force. I'm just reading notes that I downloaded. There's one divine life force, one beautiful, loving, creative energy. It's been given many, many names throughout history, throughout the ages. Many of us call that energy or force God. Some say nature, others say creation or creator or source. Some call that energy divine love. So many different names throughout the centuries. whatever terms you use, however you identify that divine great being, whatever your culture or your traditions, whatever your belief systems, may all of us in the Empath Collective and throughout the world abide in sacredness of that divine energy. Whatever names we have used, all of those names describe a force that can really be simplified as love, but love that we can't really conceptualize, love that it's beyond human love. It's beyond sexual love. It's beyond friendship love. It is not only unconditional, it's internal and it's eternal. It is palpable. It is so beautiful. It is so refreshing and invigorating. It's love that heals. It's love that aligns us and realigns us to the Soul Master Blueprint, the truth of our existence. So, despite all of our traditions, our beliefs, our different cultural practices, there is a sacredness in divine energy, in that one universal life force. And all of these names that we use, we say them as an attempt to give reverence, right? To celebrate, to honor, sort of the way we would say, you know, we call someone a king or we call someone a queen, or we might say your highness or your honor. All of these names that we give, that we say to identify that beautiful universal life force, they're given as a way to pay tribute to the supreme universal life force. And, you know, everything in existence is an emanation of that life force, including you, including me. We're all divine emanations of that profound divinity. Just chew on that for a moment. Take a deep breath and integrate the fact that there's the source of everything and everything created, you know, the oceans and the mountains, all of nature, all that is natural, all that is beautiful on this planet, off planet, the stars, everything is an emanation of that beautiful one universal life force. When we love one another, when we're kind to one another, we are an extension of that oneness, that universal life force. And even our human form, to some degree, is an emanation of that profound divinity. It's powerful. So we too are emanations of God's love. We receive God's love from without, and we carry God's love within. We're ambassadors, empaths. We're emissaries. We are way showers. We're light bearers. And this is beautiful. This is so beautiful to be an instrument of the divine, a walking, breathing illustration, emanation of the divine, 24 hours a day. We are spirit, dear ones, expressing through a human form God's divine love. We are divine expression, emanating light. It's so lovely. So, dear ones, this is what my guidance, my angels, my ancestors said to me with regard to this universal life force. This love is real. This love that we have with the divine, this love that we experience, that we feel, that's palpable at times, that we experience in meditation and prayer, it's real. And the right path will always reveal itself to you, dear empath, because your connection is solid. Our response to life at this point becomes easy. It's simply yes, please, and thank you. When you are anchored, empath, and you know who you are, and your relationship with the divine is real because you've done the work, you know them and they know you. Our response to everything is yes, please, and thank you. I mean, imagine being at a fine restaurant, right? Beautiful, amazing restaurant with all of your favorite delicacies. And your server comes and says, can I get you any more of this thing? Or would you like another glass of this or another serving of this? And you just say, yes, please, because it's so delicious. It's so amazing. Yes, please. And thank you. That is our response to life. And that is a beautiful, not only response, but an activation code to get more, to manifest more of what you are desiring to experience in your life. The one universal life force gives us access to universal keys and truths and wisdom and divine delicacies. So be love, dear empath. Be light. Anchor in the truth that you have divine connection with love and light. And you are an emanation of that divine love and light. And so be love and light first to yourself. Be love and light with yourself, to yourself, for yourself first. And let all of your creations and all of your manifestations launch from your own loveliness to your own self. So, dear ones, as I was writing and taking notes, this is what my team shared with me. They said, do you know the difference between a stuck empath and an empath that's mutable, that's flexible, that's fluid? So this is our source reflection. And they said, what do you think the empath would do in these situations? So if we're looking at the stuck empath, and many of us were stuck, right, at one point, super energy sensitive, overwhelmed by life, not knowing how we were going to manage such intense emotional feelings. We didn't realize, many of us, that we were not only absorbing our own energy and our own emotional reactions, but we were feeling the energy of the entire planet, right? Friends, family, people we don't even know, maybe people across the world. We were feeling their intensity. And for many of us, that resulted in things like headaches or nausea or depression or anxiety. For some, intrusive thoughts where they weren't even sure they wanted to be here anymore. The stuck empath is moving through the world very, very differently than the empath that is healed and aligned with the one universal life force. If you know any empaths that are not abiding in the highest light, they're not healed yet, they're still broken, super energy sensitive and overwhelmed by things like light and sounds and chaos and negative energy, send them love and light and perhaps see if they need some help. You know, I mean, we can lead a horse to water, we can't make them drink. But for the empaths that are ready to grow and heal, in my experience, empaths are so grateful for the wisdom and knowledge that we can be an energy sensitive person and still anchor in the highest light and not experience a sense of overwhelm and soul fatigue and just feeling like throwing in the towel and that it's not worth it anymore. In my experience, when empaths realize that there are lessons we can learn and there's ways of being that we can integrate that help us to be solid on this planet and do our spiritual work, but remain anchored. Most empaths I've ever met are so grateful for that. They're so grateful for the wisdom. So, beautiful empath that is here watching this video, if you are on the path and you've done the work and you're in a healthy space, pay it forward if you can by sending love and light to the empath collective across the world. And may our love and our light and our circle of positive energy and groundedness reach any empath, any energy sensitive way shower, teacher that knows that they're here on the planet to do beautiful things, big things, wonderful things, but they're not quite sure how to anchor. Perhaps send love and light on a regular basis to the empath collective so that all may ground, so that all may find their way, their footing on this earth, and in this on this empath journey, so that it's a beautiful adventure and not a horrific nightmare where they feel like they are just stuck. Okay, so a stuck empath, let's look at the difference between a stuck empath and a mutable, flexible, divinely fluid empath. The stuck empath stays in toxic situations too long. The fluid, flexible, mutable, divine, anchored empath leaves toxicity quickly because they know who they are and they know their worth. The stuck empath overgives. The divine empath flows with spirit and listens for the command codes directly from base or the heavens or from the divine rather than overgiving. The divine empath chooses to be aligned and anchored with whatever the divine spirit plan is. And in some cases, that's not give. Sometimes that's do not invest in a toxic situation. The stuck empath tolerates emotions such as fear, anxiety, stress, overwhelm, energy that is just bothersome and painful. The aligned, anchored, flexible, mutable empath goes with the flow and activates the new moment by moment and breath by breath. The healthy anchored empath realizes their ability to call on the divine and the team that they work with and God essence and God presence in any moment and transmute energy like that. The stuck empath becomes a martyr. The flexible, divine anchored empath clears stale toxic energy immediately and doesn't feel like they need to be a martyr. They clear that energy regularly and they stay in flow and they realize that they're an emanation of the divine, an ambassador of creation. They're here to carry the light, bring the light. They have divine assignments, but spirit does the rest. The empath is only called to do their best and show up according to what their soul master blueprint tells them to do, but spirit does the rest. The toxic, stuck empath has a savior complex and feels like it's all on them to save the world. The healthy empath reboots their energy, resets their energy, and recalibrates their energy regularly. They know that they're a part of a divine team and that they can run into base, the sanctuary of the heart, cocoon there, refresh, reboot at any given moment before they go back into the world, into their divine assignments. The stuck empath will go down with the ship trying to save people who are not ready to up-level their consciousness. The healthy, aligned empath, the anchored empath, releases what is no longer serving and realigns with what is divinely appropriate for their life. The toxic empath becomes exhausted from people, situations, circumstances, events, the state of the world, the chaos, war, famine, poverty, racism. The healthy, aligned, anchored empath always maintains the divine perspective and infuses and activates life force within themselves. So no matter what's going on externally, the divine anchored empath goes within and reactivates or activates that divine life force that is internal, not external. The toxic empath, the stuck empath, becomes a shell of a person, and they are drained easily by people, places, situations, circumstances, events, light, sounds, chaos, war, famine, poverty, etc., racism. The divinely anchored empath practices radical self-care and becomes more of who They always were called to be, regardless to what's happening in the external world. Dear empaths, I invite you to take a nice deep breath. And release all energies that keep us stuck and bound. I invite you to take a nice deep breath for the Empath Collective and for all of the work that empaths are doing all around the world to help our planet heal. Dear ones, I'm going to recite some affirmations that were given to me for us. If they resonate, just breathe and allow them to integrate into your heart, your consciousness, your thoughts. Toss what doesn't serve. I am an emissary of light. I am an ambassador of God, source, creation. I am an emanation of the divine, source of creation. I am a living illustration of divine love. I reflect that vibration. I am that frequency. I have this knowing. This is who I am. My bones contain this wisdom. My life reflects this mystery. And my breath is the sacred force of creation. I am a part of the one universal life force. Take a nice deep breath, empaths, if you choose. Exhale, sigh out, align, recalibrate with the divine one universal life force, that current of love, current of hope, the wind of God, our divine foundation. Align, reset, recalibrate, reboot according to all that the divine has for you in alignment with your soul master blueprint. And so it is. Dear ones, these are the messages I have for you. Such a blessing to be with you energetically and electronically. I pray all will be well with you. And I can't wait to be with you again